Good morning, dear students. So, in the previous sessions, we are discussing about some of the basic concepts which are related to derivative. That means what we are learning in the first phase. Okay. So, already we are going to solve some problems on u plus v method, y is equal to u plus v method, and y is equal to v into v method. So, one more problems. So, by the method of using the quotient formula, that is, suppose y is equal to x divided by sin x. So x divided by sin x. Okay. So this is the form y is equal to u by v. So y is equal to u by v. Okay. So we have formula that is dy by dx is equal to v square over v into du by dx minus v u into dv by dx. Okay. So by using this formula, so that is to differentiate with respect to x, we are going to differentiate with respect to x on both sides. So that means y, the differentiation of y is, so dy by dx. So dy by dx is equal to, so this is u and this is v. So therefore sin x whole square over. So first from this is u and this is v. So v, that is sin x into d by dx of x. Okay, so minus of, so u is nothing but x into d by dx of sin x. Okay, so this is nothing but, so sin x into differentiation of x is 1, so minus x into differentiation of sin x is cos x. Okay, so divided by sin square x. Okay, so this is nothing but sin x minus x into cos x divided by sin square x. So this is the derivative of the given function, that is y is equal to x divided by sin x. Okay, so write down this. Next we shall move to the concept which is in your second quiz. Okay, so write down. So, come to the definition. So, the function f of x, so the function y is equal to f of x is said to be differentiable. The definition of differentiability. The function f of x is said to be differentiable at x is equal to a. That means it is a particular point at x is equal to a if limit of f of a plus h minus f of a divided by h as it tends to 0. So we already discussed in the previous class how it comes. Okay, it exists and it is denoted by f dash of a or dy by dx at x is equal to a. Okay, so the above expression can also be written as, okay, already you know that this expression. So dy by dx is equal to or f dash of a is equal to limit of f of a plus h minus f of a divided by h as it tends to 0. So already you know that. Okay, so this can also be written as, so see, suppose if we are going to put a plus h is equal to x. Okay, so I am taking a plus h is equal to x in the above expression. Okay, so then h tends to 0 become. Okay, so see here, so I am taking here a plus h is equal to x. Okay, so then, so x tends to a. Okay, so then it changes to x tends to, here h tends to 0 is there. So then this is the function of x. So therefore, so now h tends to a. Okay, so h tends to a. Okay, so then the above expression become f dash of a. So in place of f dash of x, okay, f dash of a is equal to the derivative at x is equal to a is equal to limit of. So here a plus h become a plus h. A plus I am taking x. So therefore f of x minus f of a divided by, so h is nothing but, so by using this, so here I am taking h is equal to what? A minus h. So a minus h keep it is here. So that is x minus a. So you take a the third side. So then we get x minus a. So this is the another form of expressing the derivative of f of x at x is equal to a. So both are same meaning. Okay. So the way of expressing is different. Okay. So this is the another way of expressing the derivative. So that is limit of f dash of a. Sometimes we are using this expression. So sometimes we are using this expression. So but both are same. Okay. So note down. So how x tends to a? So it's very simple. So h tends to 0. Okay. So h tends to 0. H tends to 0. So then this equation. So if you put x is equal to 0, then x is almost tends to, so a plus 0. A plus 0 is equal to x. So actually x is not equal to a. So this implies this is x tends to a. And here h is the limit x minus a. How? A plus h is equal to x. Therefore h is equal to x minus a. So take it to the side. So next, left hand derivative and right hand derivative. Okay. So the left hand derivative of a function y is equal to f of x and x is equal to a is denoted and defined as. Okay. So left hand derivative of the function, so that is L of f dash of a is equal to limit of f of x minus f of a divided by x minus a as x tends to a minus. Okay. So left hand derivative is the limit. So the value of x is less than a. Okay. So from the left side, so provided limit exists. So that is the definition of left hand derivative. Already, so you know that this is the other expression of derivative. Another expression of derivative. So we are taking like this also. Okay. So that is limit of left hand derivative. Left hand derivative at x is equal to a. Left hand derivative of the function f at x is equal to a is equal to limit of f of x minus f of a divided by x minus a as x tends to a minus. So similarly, the right hand derivative of a function y is equal to f of x at x is equal to a is denoted and defined as. So right hand derivative of f of x at x is equal to a, that is f dash of a is equal to limit of f of x minus f of a divided by x minus a as x tends to a plus. Okay, from the right of a. So provided limit exists. Okay, so if both the limits are exist, then the function is differentiable. Already you know that the definition of differentiability, the function f of x is said to be differentiable at x is equal to a if it is if its right hand derivative is exist, left hand derivative exists and they are equal, so then the given function is said to be differentiable. Okay, so what is left hand derivative and what is right hand derivative? So this is the okay, take note. So next one theorem. So a function f is differentiable. Okay, the function f is differentiable at a particular point c. So then it is also continuous at that point. That means, so every differentiable function is continuous. Okay, so we are going to prove this theorem. So it is important. So important. Okay, IMP important. Okay. So here proof. Okay. So let the given function is continuous. Okay. So suppose let f is differentiable. Differential function at c. Differential function at x is equal to c. So we know that the function is differentiable with the definition of differentiable. So then, f dash of c is equal to the function f is differentiable. Okay, so then we have a limit of, which is equal to limit of, f of x minus f of c divided by x minus c as x tends to c. Okay, so this is by the definition of differentiable at x is equal to c. Okay, so by the definition we are going to take, I am considering f is a differentiable function. So because we are going to prove that every differentiable function at x is equal to c is continuous at that same point. So therefore, So I am taking f is differentiable function at c. So this implies f dash of c is equal to limit of f of x minus f of c divided by x minus c as x tends to c. Okay. So here x is not equal to c. X is not equal to c. So I am taking this as, so f of x minus f of c, so which is equal to f of x minus f of c divided by x minus c into x minus c. So for our convenience I am taking here. Okay. So this is same as that. Okay. So see here. So f of x minus c, so can also be written as, I am going to write multiply and divide by x minus c. Okay. So then if we get cancelled, so then we get the same term. Okay. So to continue, to prove that the given function is continuous, so already you know the definition of continuity. So limit of the function is equal to value of the function. So then it is continuous. Okay. So limit of the function is equal to value of the function. So then we come to the conclusion that it is continuous function. So therefore we are going to prove that. So value of the function and limit of the function are same. Okay. So take limit extends to c on both sides. Okay. So take limit extends to c on both sides. Okay. So then the above expression becomes, so limit of f of x minus f of c as x tends to c, which is equal to limit of f of x minus f of c divided by x minus c into x minus c. Okay, as x tends to what? X tends to c. So see here. So here I am taking limit x tends to c on both sides. Okay. So then we are going to apply the limit. So already you know that in the first PUC. So limit of. So this is either limit of f of x minus g of x as x tends to a. So which is equal to what? So limit of f of x as x tends to a minus limit of g of x as x tends to a. So already you know this property, algebra of limit. Okay. So similarly one more property, you know that limit of f of x into limit of g of x as x tends to a. So this is also limit of f of x as x tends to a into limit of g of x as x tends to a. Okay. So properties, algebra of limit of functions. Okay. So these are two important points we are going to remember here, because we are going to use these two properties here. Okay. So one is f of x minus g of x. So that is limit of f of x as x tends to a minus limit of g of x as x tends to a. Similarly, limit of f of x into g of x as x tends to a is equal to limit of f of x as x tends to a into limit of g of x as x tends to a. Okay. So therefore, so apply this property here. I am going to apply this property at last one. So first I am taking here. So this is limit of f of x minus f of c divided by x minus c as x tends to c into limit of x minus c as x tends to c. Okay. Second property I am applying here. Okay. So this is the limit. So x tends to c. So already you know that. So limit of f of x minus f of c divided by x minus c as x tends to c is nothing but what here? F dash of c. Is nothing but f dash of c. Okay. So I am right here f dash of c. This is f dash of c. Okay. Into, so apply the limit. So x c minus c. Okay. So here also I am taking limit. So limit of f of x as x tends to c minus limit of f of c as x tends to c. Okay. So this is the limit. So limit of f of x as x tends to c into limit of constant function is constant itself. So this is a constant function. F of c is nothing but what? It is constant function. So limit of constant function is constant. So therefore I am taking here f of c. Is it clear? So because So limit of constant function is constant. So therefore I am taking this is the constant f of c. Okay. So this is the limit. So f dash of c into 0. So that is 0. Okay. So now take f of c and that's it. So that is limit of f of x as x tends to c, which is equal to f of c. So see here. So from this we come to the conclusion. So limit of the function. So this is the limit of f of x as x tends to c is the limit of the function at x is equal to c, and this is the value of the function. So f of c at x is equal to c. So they are equal. So therefore, so limit of the function is equal to value of the function. So therefore the it is differential. It is continuous. It is continuous. Okay. So therefore, so f of x is therefore f is continuous at c at same point. Okay. So I am taking the function f is differentiable. I am considering the function f is differentiable. So by using this, I prove that the function is differentiable at x equal to c. It is also continuous at the same point. So this is the limit of the function is equal to value of the function. So by this we are going to come to the conclusion that so limit of the function is equal to value of the function. So therefore it is continuous. So therefore f is continuous at c. Okay. So therefore by this we are telling that so every differentiable function is continuous. Every differentiable continuous at a point c. Then it is if it is differentiable, then it is continuous. Okay. So but the converse of this theorem need not true. Okay. So that means a very continuous function need not be differentiable. Okay. So sometimes they are differentiable, sometimes they are not differentiable. So therefore we are not telling that every continuous function is not differentiable. So need not be differentiable. Okay. So first write down this. So next I give you one note. So important here. I hope you understand this. So just I am taking f is differentiable function. So differential by definition of differentiability, you know that this is the definition. Okay. So x is not equal to c. Okay. So x approaches 3. So therefore x is not equal to c. Therefore f of x minus f of c can also be written as so f of x minus f of c divided by x minus c into x minus c. Okay. So take limit x tends to c on both sides. X tends to c on both sides. I am taking here and apply the limit. With the properties of limit, I am going to split this. Okay. So like this and apply the limit here. This is the limit what? Yeah. By the definition of differentiability. So this is f of c. So therefore in place of this I am taking f dash of c. And I am applying the limit here. C minus c is the limit 0. So f dash of c is 0, 0. Okay. So here also I am applying the properties, algebra of limits. So limit of f of x as x tends to c and limit of f of c as x tends to c. So this is constant function. So limit of constant function is constant. Therefore f of c. So I am taking my f of c to that side. This is f of c. Is nothing but limit of the function is equal to value of the function. So limit of the function is equal to value of the function is the limit. So it is continuous. That means a differentiable function is continuous. So take corollary. So from this we come to the conclusion that that is not here. So every differentiable function is continuous. Okay. So from this we come to the conclusion that every differentiable function is continuous. Okay. So converse. Okay. So converse is not true. Okay, so converse is not 2. Okay, so that is but every converse but every continuous function so function need not be differentiable. Okay, so every differential function is continuous. But so every but every continuous function need not be differentiable. Okay, so we are going to prove this by using one problem. Okay, so that is, so first take this. Okay, so calm this part. Example. So example for that. Say example. So prove that. So f of x is equal to mod x. So f of x is equal to mod x. So E is continuous. At x is equal to 0. But it is not differentiable. It is not differentiable at x is equal to that point 0. Okay. So f of x is equal to mod x is continuous at x is equal to 0, but it is not differentiable. That means, so every continuous function need not be differentiable. Okay. So we are going to verify it. Okay. So solution verification. So it is f of x equal to mod x is nothing but, so mod x is minus x if x is less than 0, and mod x is taken as, so plus x if x is greater than 0, and 0 if x is equal to 0. Okay, so this is the definition. So verification. This is verification. Okay. So differentiable. To verify whether the given function is differentiable, we are going to verify that. So left hand derivative and right hand derivative. So if left hand derivative exists and right hand derivative exists and they are equal, so then the function is differentiable. Okay. So already you know that f of x is continuous at x is equal to 0. Okay. In the continuity we are discussing about that. So we are going to verify, or we are going to prove that it is not differentiable at x is equal to 0. Okay. So now left hand derivative. So left hand derivative at x, or f dash at x is equal to 0. Okay. So already you know that limit. This is the limit of f of x plus h. Okay. So minus of f of h divided by. So limit of. So first definition. So f of x. This is x h as tends to 0. Okay, so left hand derivative, limit left, it is taken as left hand derivative. Then left hand derivative, no problem. Left hand derivative, limit of f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h as it tends to 0. Okay, so here, so this is nothing but limit of f of. So at x is equal to 0. Okay. We are going to take at x is equal to 0. At x is equal to 0. So f of 0 plus h minus f of 0. Okay. So divided by h as it tends to 0 minus. So left hand derivative. So therefore here I am taking h tends to 0 minus. Okay. H tends to 0 minus. So this is the limit. Limit of f of h minus f of 0. So divided by h, f of 0 is equal to 0. At x is equal to 0, this is 0. Okay, so this is 0. Divided by h as it tends to 0 minus. So 0 minus means h, the value of h is less than 0. Okay, value of x is less than 0. So therefore, I am taking f of h mod h is nothing but what? H is less than 0. So instead of taking x, I am taking h. Okay, so that is which is equal to, so h minus h mod h. This is equal to mod h. Okay, so that is, so which is equal to limit of mod h divided by h as it tends to 0. Okay, so mod h is here. So mod h here, mod h is equal to what? Mod h is equal to minus x. So because limit h tends to minus, so therefore, so this is minus h divided by h. So this is equal to minus 1. So therefore left hand derivative is what here? Left hand derivative is minus 1. Okay. So So right hand derivative. So right hand derivative. So that is, so limit of f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h as x tends to 0. X tends to 0. Plus 0 plus 0 plus. So generally in the definition this is a plus. So here particularly at x is equal to 0, so therefore 0 plus. So which is equal to limit of 0 plus h minus f of 0 divided by h and x tends to 0 plus. Okay, so f of 0 is nothing but 0 at x is equal to 0. So this is limit of f of h minus 0 divided by h and x tends to a plus. So h tends to 0 plus means it is positive. That means x is greater than 0. So therefore I am taking here mod h. So f of h is mod h. It is limit of mod h divided by h and h tends to 0 plus. So h tends to 0 plus means mod h is nothing but here positive. Okay, h is greater than 0. So then mod h is taken as h. Therefore h by h. So this is nothing but what? This is right hand derivative. So here. So here left hand derivative is minus 1 and right hand derivative is plus 1. So here both are exist. So left hand derivative exists, right hand derivative exists, but they are not equal. So okay. So here left hand derivative is not equal to right hand derivative. So therefore so f of x is equal to mod x is continuous but it is not differentiable. It is not differentiable. Is it clear? Okay. That means so every differentiable function is continuous, but so every continuous function will not be differentiable. So we are going to tell using this example. So f of x is equal to mod x is continuous at x is equal to 0, but it is not differentiable. So by this we come to the conclusion. Okay. So write down. So here taking limits here one step more. So this is limit of h by this is minus h divided by h and h tends to 0. Okay. So 0. So this is nothing but what? So it is equal to so limit of so this is minus 1 and h tends to 0. Okay. So then we apply the limit. So that is minus 1. Is it clear? So first we are going to cancel this. We left with minus 1. So then the limit of constant term is constant, therefore minus 1. So here also same. So here taking limit. Okay, the thing which is equal to limit of this is plus h divided by h and h tends to 0. No need to take once again 0 minus or here 0 plus. Okay. So this is nothing but what? So this is nothing but limit of 1 and h tends to 0. So this is the 1. So this is the right hand derivative. Okay. Right hand derivative. Okay. So one more point. So prove that greatest integer function defined defined by, so f of x is equal to bracket of x, so 0 less than x less than 3 is not differentiable, at x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 2. Okay, so we are going to prove that the greatest integer function is not differentiable at x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 2. Okay, so solution or proof. So here f of x is equal to mod x. Okay, and given condition is 0 less than x less than 3. Okay, so this is the thing, right? So f of x can be written as, so f of x is equal to, so bracket of x is equal to, so which is equal to 0 bracket of x, so bracket of x is equal to 0 if 0 less than x less than or equal to x less than 1. Okay, and it is 1, so if 1 less than or equal to x less than 2. Okay, similarly it is 2 if 2 less than or equal to x less than 3. So already know that definition of greatest integer function. So this is the bracket of x means greatest integer less than or equal to x. So f of x is equal to box of x is equal to the greatest integer less than or equal to x. So that means for all the values between 0 to 1, okay, so output is 0. Okay, up to 1.999 we are going to take 0. Okay, so here also up to the values between 1 to 2 including 1 excluding 2, for all the set of all real values for input the output is 1. Similarly for all set of all real numbers between 2 to 3 including 2 and excluding 3, the output is 2. Okay, so we are going to verify that the given function is not differentiable at x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 2. Actually the greatest integer function is continuous in its integer. Okay, in its integer point. It is discontinuous at integer point. Okay, but in this interval actually this is continuous. So in this interval this is continuous. In this interval it is continuous, but it is discontinuous at the integer point. At x equal to 0 it is discontinuous, and at x equal to 1 this is discontinuous, and at x equal to also discontinuous. So but here we are going to verify whether prove that the function is not differentiable at x is equal to 1. So for at x is equal to 1. So first case, the first one is at x is equal to 1. Okay, so we know that we are going to prove this by using left hand derivative or right hand derivative. Okay, so left hand derivative. Okay, so already know the definition, limit of f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h as it tends to 0. This is by the definition of left hand derivative. So particularly this is at x tends to a minus by the definition. So here we are taking particularly x is equal to 1. Okay, x is nothing but particularly here a is nothing but x. Okay, that is, so which is equal to limit of f of so 1 plus h minus f of 1, so divided by h as h tends to 0, h tends to 1 minus. I am taking here in place of this is 1 minus, less the value of h is less than 1. Okay, so this is nothing but, so which is equal to limit of f of 1 plus h, so that is, so bracket of 1 plus h minus of f of 1 is the box of 1, so divided by h as it tends to 0. Okay, so here the value of h is negative. Okay, so less than 0 is the limit. Here I am taking, we are going to subtract some value. Okay, so therefore, so bracket of h plus 1, so h plus 1, okay, so which is equal to 1, so h is, we are going to take the value of h is less than 0. Okay, so therefore it is 1. Okay, so that is which is equal to limit of 1, so bracket of 1, that is also 1 divided by h. Okay, So h is equal to here as h tends to 0. H tends to 0. Okay. So here this is the demand. 1 minus 0 is equal to infinity. Okay. 1 minus 0 is equal to infinity. So therefore limit. So left hand derivative is not exist. Left hand derivative is not exist. Okay. So by itself we have come to the conclusion that it is not a differentiable at x equal to. So but we are going to verify right hand derivative also. Okay. So right hand derivative, which is equal to limit of f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h as h tends to 0 plus. Here 1 plus. So which is equal to limit of, okay. So f of 1 plus h minus f of 1 divided by h as h tends to 1 plus. Okay. So here f of 1 plus h is equal to bracket of, so limit of bracket of 1 plus h. Okay. So which is equal to minus of f of 1 is nothing but again it is bracket of 1. So divided by h as h tends to what? H tends to 1 plus. So 1 plus, by this only we are taking 1 plus h. Okay. So what is the value of 1 plus h here? 1 plus h here. So here 1 plus h is, so observe here, this is positive value. For all the values between 1 plus h is nothing but, so it is lies in 1 plus. So here. So therefore its output is what? Output is 1. Okay. So that is 1 plus h is equal up to CL up to 1.222, 1.999 and so on. So its value is what? Its value is 1. Up to the values between 2 to 3 excluding 3 and including 2, its output is what? Output is 2. So therefore, so we are taking 1 plus h. So that is 1 plus h minus, so this is equal to limit of h tends to 1, so here we are h tends to 1, okay, h tends to 1 plus is nothing but 1 plus h minus 1 minus of 1 minus 1, okay, so divided by h. So this is the limit of, so 1 get cancelled, so h minus 0, so h minus 0 divided by h as h tends to 1. So which is equal to, so 1 minus 1, so this is the limit, so 1 plus, okay. So there is small mistake, so see it. So sorry, so there is small mistake here. So 1 plus h. So 1 plus h is nothing but here. So this is limit of. So this is 1 minus 1 divided by h as h tends to 1. Okay. So this is the limit. So limit of 0 as h tends to 1. So 0 divided by h is equal to 0. So this is 0. Okay. So that means, so right hand derivative is this is right hand derivative. Okay. So right hand derivative at x equals 1. So right hand derivative is not equal to left hand derivative. First we have left hand derivative is not equal to right hand derivative. Okay. So therefore, so at x is equal to 1, so f of x is equal to bracket of x is not differentiable. This is not differentiable. Okay, so right now. So 1 plus h. So see, so for all the values between here, that is 0. Okay. So this is nothing but 1 minus 1. Okay, 1 plus h. Once again see here, 1 plus h. So there is one mistake here. Once again check. This is 0. Okay. So this is not 1. So this is 0. Okay. So as it extends to 0. So this is not defined. Because here h is negative. H is negative means we are going to subtract some value. Okay. So some value is given. So suppose 1 minus some value 0.001. So this is given up to this. Up to this is given 0. So set of all real numbers will be this. Output is 0. So therefore we are taking here 0. Okay. 1 plus h. So see set of all values 1 plus h. 1 plus positive value. Okay, 1 plus positive value. 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5 is the given output is 1. So therefore we are taking here 1 plus h is equal to 1. Okay, so therefore 0. Is it clear? So don't confuse here. 1 plus h. 1 plus h is equal to h is so 0 minus. So we are going to subtract some quantity from 1. Okay, 1 minus some value. 1 minus some values is nothing but this is under 0. So its value is 0. 1 minus. So 1 plus is nothing but positive values. The output is 1. Therefore I am taking here 1. Okay, here 0. Okay. So in the next sessions we are going to do discussing about chain rule. Okay, so it is very important. Okay, thank you.